Ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris's campaign is probably one of the most AstroTurfed campaigns of all time, and I'm not lying about that. This campaign, Kamala Harris, they have so much money, it's incredible. They have the Joe Biden war chest, all the money that was raised by Joe Biden, and they also have the backing of any company, any institution that wants access to the corruption of Kamala Harris if she were to get into the White House, because she is an empty suit. She doesn't stand in anything. She still has not released any actual policy platform. You can go on her website. There is no policy platform on our website, just a bunch of donation links. It's pretty incredible. So the most AstroTurf, meaning the fakest campaign of all time. And every single day for probably the past, I want to say probably a week or so, a little over a week now, I've been getting reports of influencers who are getting paid to post about Kamala Harris. So if you are an influencer with enough clout, if you will, meaning enough followers, the Kamala Harris campaign will pay you big bucks to post about her in a good light. This was a video that was done, or a interview that was done by one of these influencers that was released by RNC Research, but this was on CBS, of a influencer who says how these payments, how Kamala Harris's campaign is reaching out to these different influencers and paying them a lot of money. And then I also have several more examples, and it's pretty incredible, guys. But watch.
Last month, Sunday says she was hired by Protect Our Care, a progressive advocacy group that relies on anonymous donors. She made a video warning about Trump's second-term agenda.
They almost help you script it, right?
Right, like, definitely.
She takes their talking points and puts them into her own voice, saying she always discloses when she's being paid.
Yes. What's your rate?
So a video just for a creator in my size, an average can go from $3,000 to $10,000 depending, and upwards.
So this one influencer, this moderately sized influencer, is saying $3,000 to $10,000 per post. That is insanity. But that's not all. That's just one firm reaching out to one influencer. This has also been exposed. George on Twitter, he's talking about this. He's been tweeting about these influencers being paid by Kamala's campaign. Kamala Harris has been busted paying influencers and celebrities $20,000 to attend the DNC convention in Chicago. So they are paid all of this money to attend and post about the DNC convention in Chicago. But look right here, guys. So this was attached with this ad with a request to influencers. And it says, any A-list influencer celebrities who'd like to attend the DNC will get flights/hotel credentials to the convention, plus exclusive invites to private parties and events happening during the week in Chicago. So they're getting all their flights and hotel and meals and everything comped. They get invited to these private parties, but that's not all. Listen, this is pretty bonkers. Also, I'm seeking top celebrities to do a post, and the budget per creator is around $20,000. It's a lot of money. But look what they say here. But we'd be happy to talk through if there's anyone with a bigger influencer plus messaging aligned. So they're happy to talk. If there's someone that was a bigger influencer, they're happy to negotiate. That's just the starting number. If you're a Kai Cenat or an Aiden Ross, you're probably pulling in several $100,000. But just starting at $20,000 just to post about the DNC and Kamala Harris. And it says the what, where, and the dates. The DNC Chicago, the dates are August 18th through the 24th. It says the money is being paid for the required social media post, number one, and attending the events in Chicago between the dates. Selected guests can stay one night or all nights. Nothing else is required. I'd love to extend this opportunity to you and any other clients you think the DNC should consider. To be considered, please respond here with names. Absolutely incredible. So the Kamala Harris campaign, quite literally, is the most AstroTurf campaign ever. And this was posted by ALX. Another example. I'm just kind of going through all of these examples that I'm coming across of when you are paid to post about Kamala Harris, they give you a certain format to follow. Very careful format to follow. Because they're not just giving you this money to say, oh, yeah, vote for Kamala Harris. No. They have to have you follow their propaganda format. that increases the likelihood of brainwashing your audience. Look at this. This is a creator brief written by Palette Media. It says, battling Trump amnesia. The new generation of 18 to 24-year-old American voters have forgotten what a Trump presidency looks like. Basically, these younger voters don't have this TDS of a lot of these voters from back in 2016. They don't remember all the propaganda and the insanity that the media pushed on the population back in 2016, the fear mongering. So they want to reignite this spark in a whole new group of young voters. In what is shaping up to be a competitive election year, we want to remind voters of the reality of the Trump presidency. So they have a bunch of do's and don'ts for these creators who are posting about Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Do. Present the election as a choice between Harris and Trump. Either Kamala Harris or Donald Trump will be president next year, and the choice between Harris and Trump matters for voters' lives. Show who the candidates are fighting for. Trump is a narcissist who puts himself and billionaires first, while Kamala is looking out for everyday Americans, even though she has zero policy positions on her website, even though she has no clue what's going on, even though she can go in front of a rally and just claim to be, helping everyday regular Americans, but never say how she's doing it and never defend the fact that our economy is in the garbage. Our border is wide open. She was a border czar. Yeah, she is helping everyday Americans. Insane. But meet voters where they are. You may not love everything about either candidate or stand by every position, but Kamala Harris is the better choice. Either Trump or Kamala will be president next year, and your vote determines who's in power. And then he highlighted here some of the don'ts. And one of them, I think this is the one that was really kind of funny. Don't show funny Trump videos or moments without providing context, because Donald Trump is personable. People like Donald Trump. Trump is funny. He's one of the funniest candidates for president ever. Probably the funniest. I mean, George Bush was kind of funny because of all of his weird gas, but Donald Trump is just like, he's on another level. He's funny and he's a bad A. It's like, so they don't want MAGA to seep into this younger generation of voters. So don't show these funny Trump videos unless you provide negative context about Donald Trump, because, ooh, Donald Trump is so bad and he's evil. But also Aiden Ross. You guys saw Aiden Ross's interview with Donald Trump, most likely. Huge interview. Aiden Ross, he has a lot of connections with rappers, different streamers, different influencers, because he's one of the largest influencers in the world right now. He streams on Kick. He's the number one streamer on Kick. And he talked about how Kamala Harris is paying these influencers. And he's getting reports of Kamala Harris DMing rappers. DMing means direct messaging rappers. Kai Cenat, I talked about it today on my live stream that I do at 9 a.m. every single morning, 6 days a week. So make sure you guys subscribe. But Kai Cenat said that the Secret Service DM'd him. Kamala Harris's campaign wouldn't stop DMing him, trying to get him to, do some sort of collaboration with Kamala Harris where he presents Kamala Harris to his audience and tells them to vote for her. But Aiden Ross here, check this out. He is talking about these rappers and these influencers constantly being contacted by the Kamala Harris campaign. Listen.
I have so much love and respect for Quavo as an artist. I really wish I didn't see what Quavo did. Kamala Harris is DMing rappers. She DM'd Snot. Snot posted on Twitter, which I respect Snot for doing. She's trying to endorse rappers to come and do it. Megan Thee Stallion and Quavo, they probably took a bag to go to the conference and stuff. It's sad, bro. It's really, really sad. I wish they didn't do that. But that's why it's free Tory. And again, guys.
So this is not something that I believe is illegal by any means. I just find this dishonest. I find this disgusting when a campaign does this, when they pay these big influencers, hey, I'm going to pay you to put my name out there. I'm going to pay you even though you may not care who I am or care about my policies. You have literally no care in the world for me. I'm going to pay you some money to get you to say something so you can manipulate your audience into doing something I want your audience to do. Not necessarily what you want your audience to do, but what I as a candidate want your audience to do. I want votes from your audience. I want you to pay, or I want you to say that your audience should vote for me or paint me in this good light. And I know that you won't do it just on your own because you don't care. So I'm going to give you money. That to me is just disgusting. That's manipulation. It's disgusting. And Donald Trump, he doesn't have to pay influencers. Influencers want him on their platform. Aiden Ross wanted him on his platform. So it's a completely different thing with Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. If you genuinely are a fan of Kamala Harris and you believe in her policies or whatever she stands for, I'm not really entirely sure, by all means, have her on, talk about her. But to take money to endorse a candidate and not just come out and say, hey, guys, maybe come out to your audience, hey, guys, Kamala Harris has given me money. She's gave me money to say that you guys should go vote for her. They can't do that because that would completely change the dynamics. They may. I don't know how it works with these endorsements. Do they have a little tag down at the bottom that says paid endorsement in the tiniest font possible? I don't know. It's just disgusting. It's AstroTurf. Kamala Harris is fake. Everything about her is fake. She has hundreds of millions of dollars in a war chest, and she's using that money to go after this young vote with these influencers. It's wild stuff, guys. We live in wild times. But what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think of Kamala Harris using her millions upon millions of dollars to go after this Gen Z young vote through influencers in a dishonest way? It's sickening to me. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.